Doesn't make any sense to me. I think NC State was 14th on this.
Yeah, they're the high. Outside of Florida State, they're the second highest.
Guys, they have a brand new quarterback in Grayson McCall. Just got there in January. Who, by the way, has regressed. It's not even a debatable topic. He has regressed. The best year of Grayson McCall's career was in 2020 during COVID, right?
I remember when him and Zach Wilson.
Do y'all remember what offense Coastal was running?
It's like a spread funning gun.
It was like a triple option out of the gun, dude.
Yeah.
They were like mesh option, heavy RPO, like pitching the ball, like for real, running the option out of the gun. And then they tried to kind of, hey, we have Grayson McCall. Let's try to drop back, throw the ball. Didn't go well. If y'all remember, 2021 was not great for Coastal. I think he got banged up. 2022, same kind of story. Wasn't great for him at Coastal. Kind of got banged up. He's going to NC State, and people are talking about him like he's got potential to maybe be the best quarterback in the ACC or maybe be the key to NC State, finally getting over the hump. And I'm just looking at it like, guys, have we not watched the same Grayson McCall the last couple of years? Because I'm going to tell you what, I haven't really watched him. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't watched him. But I know it ain't been like it was in 2020 because I ain't been watching him. You see what I'm saying? It was Coastal. They weren't dominating the last 2 years, despite the fact that they had this guy at quarterback. So there's that. Also, I got intel that he can't really read the field. Can't really progress through his reads. So there's that. All right. So they have a new quarterback, Grayson McCall, who I'm not exactly a believer in, as I just stated. Their entire running back corps, brand new transfers. Their entire wide receiver corps, brand new transfers. Oh, by the way, brand new tight end. Their whole offensive weaponry just got there. Oh, ooh. Let's rank them inside the top 15. Guys, it's not just the offensive side of the football either. On the defensive side of the football, they got 7 brand new guys on the 2 deep. 7 of their 22 guys just got there. I don't get it. I really don't. They're a patchwork unit, and I have seen this story over and over and over again of patchwork units that look good on paper that fall just like paper mache during a football season.
I think this is just a reflection of how the lack of trust in the ACC this year and the unknown of the ACC this year, because they put them ahead of Clemson. Clemson's at 16. And I think that's a reflection of what people think of Clemson and kind of what they expect them to do this season. But I mean, Virginia Tech's at 21. I feel like the Virginia Tech hype over the last 3 weeks has just been pumped and pumped and pumped. Kind of like this, where it feels like it's coming out of nowhere. And really the only thing behind the Virginia Tech hype is, they rank number 1 in returning production. Well, and we got in the same conversation the other night with Oklahoma is, well, that's great. You were 50th in scoring defense, and you were 39th in scoring offense. That doesn't exactly move the needle a whole lot. Yeah,
the only justification I have for this is that their schedule's fairly manageable. It's Tennessee to week 2, Clemson in week 4, and then it's a bunch of then you close out the season at Georgia Tech, at North Carolina.
This is Virginia Tech?
This is NC State.
Okay, NC
Chad's
State.
got a good point. I mean, national media loves Dave Dorn. He's a good football coach. I mean, I think the last couple of years, the lowest win total is probably 8. 2 or 3 NC State's career. So they don't, or history, they don't lose a bunch of games, but they're not. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe they think that, hey, this is a perennial 8-5 football program that has added some keynote pieces, added some solid pieces. Maybe they finally get over that 10-win hump.
They could also be one of these teams that are benefiting from the fact that you're not in divisions anymore. Like the Missouris of the world, where you're trapped in a division where you always have to play Georgia, you always have to play, a really good Tennessee team, things like that. When that kind of opens up, you don't have to play. Now, obviously, there's still really good teams in the ACC, but the fact that they're not in a division with Florida State anymore, or they don't have to play Florida State this year, really helps their case. So that might be another aspect to it. And I mean, the reality of it is 14 is not super high. It's not egregiously high.
It is, though, when Florida State is at 11 and then you're putting NC State essentially right behind them, though. That's my whole thing of this is the entire reflection of the ACC.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just if you told me we would play the entire 2024 season, we get to the end of it, and NC State's ranked 19th, I wouldn't be that surprised.
Sure.
I think that's the only reason I'm somewhat okay with the ranking. I do think
I'm looking at it right here. They've only won fewer than 7 games twice since 2010.
Wow. Solid.
So in the last 15 years, they've basically averaged 8-5, 7-4. Their last under 500 season was in 2019. They went 4-8. But so Dave Dorn, oh my God, I didn't realize how long he's been there. He's been there since 2013. a long time. This will be his 11th year coaching at NC State. He only has 2 years on the history books that are under 500.
See the Mike Van Gundy of the ACC?
That's a great comp. It's not a bad comp at all.